Aquarius, a rather serious message is coming through for you, and one that you should not ignore. There is a little bit of a warning here, a forewarning of disruption, of confusion, of stalled plans, of a tower moment. Now, it's very important to remember that while this message not be immediately exciting, when there is sudden change in our lives and it disrupts something, that it is for the good, the long-term good. It's kind of like this feeling of a forced transformation with very beneficial outcomes. The seeds that you've planted will grow stronger, faster, and with more love and joy when all is said and done. But first, something needs to happen. And I know this reading feels a little ominous, and I feel it too in the energy. And the vision I got was pretty interesting, combined with the Rune I pulled. Okay, so the vision that I got was of this beautiful white snowy owl, like this and like that. And it was you. And snowy owls, or owls in general, represent hidden information, occulted knowledge, the underworld. They can be guides that travel through realms, through life and through death. They're about wisdom, clairvoyance, insight, psychic abilities, and magic. A beautiful symbol, a beautiful spirit animal to embody. And you were in this winter-like setting, very icy, which goes along with the rune that I pulled for you. And you were flying over this vast canyon with this red ribbon in your mouth. And it was kind of like dragging, it was pretty long, this red ribbon. It was dragging or flowing through the air as you flew along. And I tried to stay with this vision in this meditation to see where you were going. I was wondering, where are you going? What are you doing with this red ribbon? But I couldn't follow you. It's as if you kept flying forever, is how it felt. And what I got to, the conclusion I came to, is that this ribbon is almost like waving a red flag. It's like you have come out of hiding, okay, or maybe your higher self or your intuition has come out from this hidden realm that you were in, or come out of this hermit-like place with this hidden knowledge, and you're now waving the red flag. So while this may feel like a warning that's to you, it could be the case that you yourself are giving a warning to others. Okay, and then the rune that I got for you is Hagalaz. And this rune is representative of sudden change. It can be about like an icy cold feeling where things begin to kind of freeze over, or something feels like there's a crisis, like something's not growing anymore. And so it makes perfect sense that I would see you in this canyon, this frozen canyon, flying this red ribbon, possibly warning others of radical change or sudden change. I'm just going to let Wolfgang in because he's rather persistent. What is it, buddy? Come on in. You want to be here for Aquarius? I hear ya. It's not the easiest of readings. But what I got from this is that it's necessary. And I wrote all this stuff about being necessary and the frozen winter before I even got the rune. So I know that this is a guided, important message for you. There's a necessary change, okay, that's coming up. And it's a difficult one. Now, the other thing that I got is that the moon is a reflection of the sun. And so there's something here maybe coming up from the unseen realms, the intuitive realms, the subconscious realms, that is reflecting what's conscious. Like, how do I say this? It's almost like a revelation or a realization that something that I'm seeing the flower of life in my mind's eye right here. It's like glowing. There's a reflection of something that you've seen over and over and over again has been imprinted on you in some way, and that's coming to your realization. Okay, so it could be the case that you realize that you've been needing to change the way you've been thinking or the way you've been doing something or the way you've been seeing something, but that change causes a little bit of a momentary crisis, like, oh no, I've gotten it all wrong, or oh no, something's going to happen. But this oh no I'm getting is going to turn into a oh yes eventually. So yes, a rough, rocky period is what I'm picking up on, followed by beautiful growth. And I'm unsure in this moment whether that's happening directly to you or whether you are telling others that this is coming. Okay, so take it how it resonates. And if it doesn't resonate at all with you, then of course don't take it. But I feel very strongly about this reading that it needs to come out with a little bit of seriousness. Okay, it should not be taken lightly. Okay, buddy, what do you want to do? Do you want to sit on me? Oh, well, you can't sit like this. I know, he looks big, right? But I'm only 5 feet, so he's actually really small. Okay, buddy. So let's see what's in your bag. Now, I made up these bags on the full moon, lunar eclipse. I put some tarot cards in here and some charms, and I didn't look what I put in, and I charged it under the full moon. So we're going to see what's in this bag and how it relates to this message that's coming through for you. All right, Aquarius, what do we have here? We have third eye chakra, expand your perception. We have corrupt. Okay, that's you waving that red flag. Perspective. Yes, there's some kind of perspective that's been corrupt, or it's starting to become corrupt. And I feel like you're drawing attention to this, or your higher self is drawing attention to it, to your conscious mind. The Hangman. Wow, that's about new perspective too. Okay, this is strong message. Okay, what else do we got in here? We have Amethyst, which is beautiful. This is about psychic ability, and now Wolfgang wants to go out. I guess he just wanted to transmute some energy here for you. Okay, thank you, buddy. You may leave now. I will be with you shortly. Love you. Okay, so we have an Amethyst. This is about clairvoyance, seeing things that others may not. Okay, what else? We have a dice with I saw 11 first, so 11 could be a number of significance, but of course that's also the house that you rule, the 11th house. So we could be talking about, and I did get this feeling that we might be talking about something a little collective as well. And of course you're deeply connected to the collective, 11th house, groups of people. We have always. A phoenix. Oh, no, I turned it over. It's an angel, but maybe also a phoenix. An angel. Guidance. Protection. The letter M, the letter J, the letter F, the letter O, and Taurus. So Taurus is about security, stability, could be about finances, but it's also about deep connection to the earth. So there's a corrupt perspective that your third eye has picked up on. And there's a new perspective coming through by way of radical change, disruption. Okay, we're going to pull some more cards and see what this is all about, Aquarius. If you're still here, that's pretty amazing, because I know oftentimes we want to hear very positive, or I don't know what you call them. I don't know. It's not that this reading is negative. What's happening here, Spirit? Well, there's no more time for sugar coating things. There's no more time for it. You know, we're strong enough, we're brave enough to look things in the face, get the heads up that we need, the foresight we need, which we do have here. And just as I put the dice down, now it's showing me the number 3, which is about communication. Okay? To communicate what we can see so that we can know what to do and know what something means to us, rather than run away from the truth and all its entanglements. This is what I'm getting. Just give me 1 second to sit with this energy I'm looking at here. I have it all laid out very neatly, which is unusual too. There's a lot of purple here too, which is a color of clairvoyance and psychic abilities. I feel like you've predicted something as well. What are you bringing out from the hidden realm? A new perspective to show that an old perspective was corrupt or is corrupt. Okay, so let's go in further, Spirit. What else do we have here? Now, Hagalaz here, excuse my pronunciation, is often about a massive change that is unavoidable. It's happening beyond our control. It's part of fate and destiny to have changes occur constantly. And obviously this needs to happen because there's some corruption. So what are we talking about, Spirit, for Aquarius? This beautiful owl. Warrior, number 5. Inner strength, clarity, and presence. Leo energy could be significant for you as well. So you're waving this red ribbon as a warrior. See, I'm having this feeling that you're kind of above whatever this is. Let me see. How is Aquarius being directly impacted by this? Serpent, rebirth, non-conformity, and unconventionality. Sorcerer, ambition, willpower, and creation, and ascension, transformation, end of a cycle, and beginnings. And it came out in reverse, and this whole reading reminds me of like dissension, like something needs to come down before it can be built back up. So with the sorcerer here and the serpent, it feels like, yes, you are giving the warning. You are waving that red ribbon for all to see. And just picture this if you can, a snowy owl and in a snowing kind of wintry landscape, you know, with this great vast canyon of ice. And here you are flying with this red ribbon. It's so obvious, like everybody can see this ribbon. So you found something out. Okay, you did. And it's going to create a little bit of a crisis before things can resolve themselves again. And it's taking a lot of inner strength to fly out from your hidden realm, from your hermit's cave, from your safe place, and show others what you found and what you know, to tell others about some perspective that's been corrupted. Like, this is unbelievable, okay? Like, we have the card expand your perception with perspective and the hangman. Somebody has been seeing something all wrong. If you have a future project coming up, you might want to reconsider it a little bit. There could be something you need to change when it comes to your perspective of how you want it to unfold. Okay? It doesn't mean it's wrong or that it can't go well. It just means that there's an indication here that something needs radical change. Others of you are having an epiphany, a wake-up call, okay, that you've been seeing something in a very strange way, and it's time to really see things clear. Okay, so let's get further in. Tell me about the energy supporting Aquarius. I feel like this may not be the most popular reading, but we're not here for popularity, we're here for truth. And I feel like that's a message for you too. A High Priestess just fell out. The owl. Oh, I didn't even see that. The owl. Exactly. The High Priestess is not trying to win a popularity contest. Okay, she knows that she holds information that is difficult for others to hear and to know. And she reserves that information until it is truly time to share it. And that's what you're doing. Intuition, perception on here, subconscious. Wow. Okay, so that's the energy supporting you. And the tower behind that. Exactly, Spirit. Upheaval, disruption, close call, fear of loss, and awakening. That's the energy supporting you, the High Priestess in the tower. This couldn't be more on point, okay, Aquarius? So really pay attention. What's challenging, Aquarius? What's the challenge? There could be a person or a group of people who don't agree with you, don't like what you have to say. You're going against the status quo. But by golly, I'm hearing, which I don't say, by golly, do you ever have some news or something significant to share? Okay? The Devil. Whoa. This is the challenge. Intense. And on this card, it says addiction, dependency, release, self-control, fear. I don't know if it's meant to be this, but it's like some beetle of some sort, but it's reminding me of an earwig. Something getting in someone's ear. I know, I'm just taking this from my associations, but something about maybe there has been a certain perspective that's gotten in your ear or in someone's ear. It's created a dependency on a certain viewpoint, almost like an addiction to a certain corrupt perspective. Okay, let's get one more with the Devil since we got two for the supportive energy. Tell me more about this Devil energy here, which is shadow. The Hierophant. Morality. Now, it kind of came out sideways, but we'll take it upward. And in reverse, it says rebellion. But addiction, the Devil and the Hierophant. Well, the Devil and the Hierophant together is like a dictatorship, basically. You know, this is an energy that is espousing their beliefs and does not care what others have to say. This is an oppressive, like I'm going to impress and oppress you through my opinion, through my beliefs. It's a corrupt perspective, 100% confirmation of a corrupt perspective. Whoa, you are up against something big here, Aquarius. And you are a warrior for doing this, but you're also a sorcerer. And you're protected. And that's where the Devil energy has no chance against you, is because of this High Priestess energy you hold, the ability to go between realms, between shadow and light. To see what's going on behind the scenes, to have gone to the underworld and learned the hidden knowledge, and now bringing it out for all to see. But I don't feel like while there's going to be some effect on you, So we'll pull out one card. What's the effect? Let's see the short-term effect of whatever Aquarius is bringing to light, whether it's just to themselves or to a group of people. What's the short-term effect? It says we have, what is this? The Five of Pentacles, but in reverse. It says recovery, charity, worry, and then we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse that says unpaid debt, self-interest. Something might be taken away from you in the short term, but ultimately it brings you back to a place where you're able to now make a recovery from something difficult. I don't know what this is exactly, but it feels like maybe somebody doesn't want to speak to you anymore. Maybe someone tries to cancel you. Maybe there's a loss of some sort, but it's a necessary loss because it's helping you recover. It's almost like, how do I say this, Spirit? It's like you get involved with someone or something and you see the benefits in it and you think it's going to lead to good things, but then you're in it and it's just creating more havoc in your life, more frustration. Like the costs outweigh the benefits. And so now you expose something, you say something, you retract from whatever this is, you retreat from it, and it's like that no longer has to be in your field, whatever this is. For some of you, this could have to do with some kind of association you're exposing. I'm hearing treasury. I don't know. There's something here where you're like really bringing out some corruption. You're exposing corruption. Now, this could be in your personal relationships as well. And you're going to get some pushback. Okay? You are. It's just the way it is. Yeah, you are the messenger. And someone may want you to take the fall for being the messenger. Now let's see the long-term effects of this on Aquarius, and then we'll get into the tarot. Long-term effects, Spirit, of exposing this corruption. What are the long-term effects for Aquarius? I didn't really enjoy the way that came out. Well, that's a lot. So there's going to be a lot. We have the Four of Buttons, conservatism. Nope, but close enough. Security and defensive. Well, you're protecting something. You're trying to keep something secure in the long term. There's something about not giving things away. Okay, and then all these cards fell out, which I can't read them all, but let's get one more. Conservatism. There we are. Conservatism. Determination, the Chariot. Yes. Willpower. See, control. There is something positive coming from this. The long-term effects get you to go somewhere that you need to go without having to make unnecessary trades to get there. Okay, there's no trades that you're going to need to make in order to get to where you want to go and where you need to go. There's no compromise. There's no you have to give this away in order to receive that. Because you sacrifice something, which the Hangman's also about, in order to bring yourself back to a place where we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. To bring yourself back to a place where there isn't reckless behavior, either on your behalf or on someone else's behalf. Okay, so wait, I just want to get one of these cards. Can you tell me more about Aquarius's energy? Is this beautiful snowy owl, the High Priestess? Like, tell me more. The Warrior. We have the hunter, sure-footedness and predestination. We've had the hunter card come through for you multiple times in different readings. Okay, so this is you, and the hangman here. This is you being very determined and sure in your message, sure that you need to fly this red ribbon. Okay, because you know it's leading to ultimately a better place for yourself, for your highest good, and therefore the highest good of all. And I also feel like there's a knowledge you have that as the hunter of truth and the messenger of truth, you too may be sought after or hunted in some way. You know, it's not like you're scared of that, though, because the snowy owl is very hard to find and to see, but here you are flying a red ribbon across the sky, telling everybody, here I am. So there's no fear, because in reality, while people may think that they can get you, you're actually getting them. You know what I mean? It's almost like, I'm hearing reverse psychology. It's kind of like you think I'm vulnerable by flying this red ribbon and by showing what I know. I'm making myself vulnerable, but really in turn, you make yourself vulnerable. Like whoever you're talking to, right? You're telling them you're making yourself vulnerable by coming after me. I don't know what this is about, Aquarius. Okay, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's confusing, some parts, just leave those because they make sense for someone else. Okay, so let's get in further. What's going on here? Radical change, the Tower, upheaval. But that's in your support, the High Priestess in the Tower. This is so freaking powerful. It's been a long time coming, too. For some of you, this could have to do with land ownership. Okay, let's find out. 3 more. The World came out. It's your overall energy. So you're bringing an end here, and then we have the Page of Swords at the bottom because you've seen something. Yeah, it's the end of an era. That's for sure. Oh yeah, and look, we have Helgelaz on here. Wow. But it's the end of a cycle. This is what I'm saying. It's unavoidable. It's kind of, yes, you are the bringer of this information and this knowledge, but it's like it cannot be stopped. Even if you decided not to go through with something, it would eventually come to be, like it would come to light. So be a warrior and take control of the situation now while you still have the opportunity. The ending of something, a corrupt perspective. Okay, let's find out more. Let's see. What does Aquarius not see coming, Spirit? I don't know if you don't see. Oh, okay, well, yeah, I didn't see this. Immediately, a victory. A victory for you is what you don't see coming. Now, I also feel, now that I have these 2 cards beside each other, that this is somebody who won't just accept defeat, right? It's like here you come as the World saying, hey, something's got to end here. This corruption, this perspective you have. I'm the bringer of the ending. I'm the bringer of the radical change. You can't stop me. This is part of the cycle. And here somebody is saying, well, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to fight you and win. But if that resonates with you, whoever this is, they're way out of their league. There's no way they're going to be able to defeat this force that you are flying in the sky. I don't know why it came through like that. So let me see, Spirit. Who is this? Who's involved here in Aquarius's energy? We have the wise one, tradition and order, and then the fate, accepting help and guidance. And this did come out in reverse, but let me get one more just to clarify. Okay, now that's definitely in reverse. The masquerade, hiding your true self and projection. The witch in reverse, experimentation and rebellion. The dancer in reverse, self-expression and strength. Okay, so I feel like Spirit saying, yes, it's in reverse. And then the scholar, investigation and research. So there's somebody here, the wise one in reverse, the Hierophant with the devil, which is definitely wise one in reverse, that has been projecting a false reality, a false expression of rebellion, a false expression of rebellion, or a false expression of creation even. And through your investigation and research or occulted knowledge, you have figured out that somebody here is not acting in the highest order. I'm hearing in the highest order. There's something here that is corrupt for sure. And this change that you're ushering in is fate. It's like, this sounds don't let this get to your ego, okay? But it's like, I want to say, like the words are on the tip of my tongue, that Spirit has chosen you as the fated energy and entity to come in here and to not only expose, but introduce a new perspective. Don't let that get to your ego, because it doesn't mean that this isn't going to affect you too, because you are going to face resistance for this. So you have to be prepared. Okay? You have to be prepared for pushback, which you can handle. Okay? So let's see. 8 of Wands for the energy supporting you, or the opportunity. It's usually I say it as the opportunity. This is speaking swiftly about the things you know, communicating, getting that information you have out there, and keeping the larger vision of why you're doing what you're doing in your mind, despite any resistance you may have. Okay, let's see the challenge here, Spirit. Page of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. Well, this is an energy, earth energy, with this Taurus here too, of resistance to change in some ways. This is slow moving change. This is radical moving change. So you may face, the opposition you face could be very stubborn. Or like, how do I say that? There is an energy here that has a certain way of thinking and believing and doing things. And they've been doing this for a long time in a certain way. And they have a persistence with this energy. They're not easy to give up on it. Whatever you reveal or expose, or whatever new perspective you introduce, it's not going to be adopted easily or quickly by someone else, or maybe not even expected, okay? I wasn't even going to say that. I was going to say accepted, but expected. They don't expect it either, which is going to be difficult for this energy to reconcile, okay? They're shocked. They're going to be shocked. But they may not accept what you have to say. That doesn't mean that you should not say what you need to say or expose what you need to expose. Okay, advice. 3, as I was looking at this, 3 of Cups. This is celebration. this is others on your side. So you're not alone in this. There are others who agree with you and want to celebrate. And I feel like Spirit is saying, even though this energy is very heavy, there is cause for celebration. Whenever the tower comes down, it's a big deal. But then after, it's that sigh of relief. After that, it's this, okay, we can start again. We can start fresh. We're no longer trapped in the devil's tower with his pseudo knowledge and his reversed wisdom, the wise one in reverse. This, whatever this is a lie. Whoever this is, whatever they're saying, even if it's an aspect of you, you take it however it works for you, this message. But there's an energy here that for sure has been like a sermon. They've been saying something that is just completely immoral or wrong, just wrong. And there's a cause for celebration that the higher perspective is now being revealed. Released. I'm hearing released. Something's being released. Okay? So let's see. And this is good for others too, not just for you. This benefits others. So let's see. Knight of Cups for the outcome. Wow. What better way to go into the future? With your heart held high. I'm also getting like a clear conscience. Clear consciousness and conscience about something. Okay, I want a little bit more here, Spirit. Tell me more about the outcome. I'm also going to do an extended reading. In the extended, we're going to go a layer deeper, see what else is there. The link is in the description box below. If you can't come to that, don't worry. Trust Spirit knew that. Gave you everything you needed right here. But I'm not done. I'm not done. There's something I want to know more about. First of all, I want to know more about the outcome. The stand, courage, determination, and fearlessness. You're taking a stand against something. And I feel like the way this reading started was a little ominous. And maybe if you're still here, right, like the right ones needed to stay. And the ones who didn't have the courage to do what needs to be done were easily, clicked off the reading because they couldn't deal with the difficulty of something. I don't usually say that. So there's something here about like maybe something initially seems very like it feels like it's going to be a big deal. You're a little bit scared to do it initially, but then as you go further into the energy and you take your stand and you fly that red ribbon across this glacial icy canyon, something with the letter C, or Arizona, once you do that, you realize it gets easier. There's a fearlessness that starts to set in. Like, I can do this. I am doing this. I'm doing this is the feeling I'm getting. Number 11, Wayfarer, contemplation, search for truth, inner guidance. And then we have heart, emotional awakening, intuition, following your heart. And it came out in reverse. And I feel like this is what you're trying to correct. The corrupt perspective is people or yourself haven't really been following their heart. Yet they're searching for guidance. They're searching for truth. And of course, the ribbon's red, the heart, right? It's like, hello, wake up, people. So that's what you're doing. So if you've been wanting to get something out there, if you're investigating the truth about something, keep going, because it's going to create a monumental shift in your life and in your soul and others as well with the Three of Cups. It's for others as well. Okay? So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.